Tonight on the ISC Sports Network, it's a Hoosier Heartland Conference matchup between the 4-0 Rossville Hornets and the 0-4 Clinton Prairie Gophers. Tonight's broadcast presented by Day and Genda Funeral Home, putting family first. Healthy communities of Clinton County, making the healthy choice the easy choice. Mulberry Telecommunications, your local hometown fiber provider. Rossville's Consolidated Schools, achieve, learn, lead, and inspire. The Frankfort Eagles Post 976, people helping people. And the Willow Creek Barn, providing a picturesque setting for the barn wedding of your dreams. Our pregame show is presented by Day and Genda Funeral Home, putting family first. Joined alongside Brady Lowery, my name is Rick Johnston. And Brady, we have two teams, conference rivals, county rivals. Two teams trying to get their footing in Clinton Prairie. The other one, Rossville, trying to keep the good vibes rolling here early on.
You got it. It's great to be back. Good to see you again. And this will be my first game of the year, so this should be a fun one. It's going to be interesting to see. Rossville is rolling right now. Clinton Prairie so young, just trying to get their feet and just trying to get to where these girls can get some experience and hopefully get some wins soon.
Clinton Prairie coming off of a 50-38 setback at Delphi last Friday. Rossville's last game was on Friday as well. They got out early, scored over 20 points in the opening quarter, led by a considerable margin at halftime, defeating Eastern over in the Kokomo area 68-27. We'll start with the Hornets, who are 4-0 on the year, as we mentioned, 2-0 on the home, 2-0 on the road, and they're led by a bevy of players leading the charge. Their leading scorer and rebounder back from a year ago, the 5'10 senior Ava Burkle, back doing more impressive things for the Hornets.
Yeah, you can't say enough about her. She's doing this year what she had done last year, and she is special. She does everything out there. She's a great rebounder, good ball handler, tough, good scorer. She's scored over 1,000 points in her career. She's surrounded by some other good players too. They got a lot of size, several girls that are 5'10", so they've got a lot of really nice pieces going forward.
This is our first look presented by the Willow Creek Barn, where nature's beauty meets rustic elegance. Her tag team partner this year missed last season because of shoulder surgery. Addie Gorbett back again, and she has made a big impact, 10 points and almost 6 rebounds per game here early on.
Oh, yeah, and she's one. She can shoot the three. She's clearly back from that shoulder surgery. So she missed last year, but like you said, she missed last year, but now I think she's hit the ground running.
Let's take a look at our keys to victory presented tonight by Tier 1 Meat Company, where every cut is elite and every customer is family. First up, guard rebounding on the Clinton Prairie side. When we talked with Cale Morris earlier today, he said the biggest thing, he's playing a lot of freshmen, he's got to get his guards involved in the rebounding game.
Yeah, and they're young, so they're not really used to necessarily diving in there with the big girls and getting those rebounds, but they have to do it tonight if they want to stay in this game. Sorry.
I'll say limiting turnovers for both teams. Clinton Prairie has averaged a bunch the first 4 games of the year. Last year, turnovers a problem for Rossville. They've cleaned it up a nice amount this year.
Yeah, and you told me they had 25 turnovers in this game last year and still ended up winning by 13 points. So they probably felt like they could get away with it, but I know that's a leaf that they want to turn here and take better care of the basketball.
And lastly, everybody loves new shoes, right? Particularly in the holiday season. You want to find a new pair of basketball shoes underneath the Christmas tree. Well, that's coming up in about a month's time. Well, both of these teams have players that play multiple sports. Considerably, the Rossville volleyball team was a semi-state runner-up. Clinton Prairie made a nice run through the sectional semifinals. So they're getting a lot of players back that were playing on both those varsity volleyball teams, trying to get their basketball legs underneath them.
I love that, new basketball shoes. Well, they a lot of these girls are just not in basketball shape yet. They've got to stay on the conditioning and get up and down that floor. It's not like quick bursts like volleyball.
Both teams ready to go. Starting lineups are about to be introduced. The national anthem is about to be played. We'll take a break, come back with the starters and the tip between Rossville and Clinton Prairie next on the ISC Sports Network.
At Wampler's Disposal and Recycling, we take pride in offering waste management for commercial and residential clients. As an industry leader, Wampler's Disposal and Recycling brings the most professional and responsive collection service in the business. Since 1948, our family-owned and operated company has provided excellent service at competitive rates. We offer container rentals as well. Our longevity in the industry is a testament to our excellent service. We serve all of Clinton, Tippecanoe, Boone, Howard, and Carroll counties. For all your waste removal needs, call Wampler Services Incorporated today. You can reach us at 765-659-3721. Visit us online at wamplerservicesinc.com.
The Willow Creek Barn has been voted the best of weddings on the Knot for 4 years running. The Willow Creek Barn has earned its reputation for a reason. With breathtaking grounds, a stunning barn, and a staff that goes above and beyond, making sure that every detail is perfect. your wedding day will be seamless, joyful, and unforgettable. From the first look to the last dance, your happily ever after starts here. To book your dream wedding, visit thewillowcreekbarn.com.
Healthy Communities of Clinton County is committed to reduce the risk factors contributing to chronic disease, including health disparities by decreasing stigma and encouraging positive changes. HCCC is here for the community with systems of care navigators, insurance assistance, prenatal classes, mental health programs, substance use prevention, and more. To help make the healthy choice the easy choice, contact us at 659-6063 or through our website, healthyclintoncounty.org.
Davis Comfort Solutions.
At Davis Comfort Solutions Heating and Cooling, the name says it all. Davis Comfort Solutions will keep you comfortable all season long with 2 locations, Fowler and Colfax. They service most of central Indiana.
We've got the bare necessities, great service and efficiencies, bringing peace and comfort to your life.
DavisComfortSolutions.com.
Back here at Clinton Prairie High School, tonight's starting lineups presented by Ardente Dental. Healthy smiles start here. First for the 4-0 Rossville Hornets in the road gray tonight. Junior Victoria Vanderwall, who head coach Jennifer Jacoby calls the best defender on her team this year. Starting at forward, number 24, Allie Elliott, averaging almost 9 points and 3 rebounds per game. We'll mention her off the top, number 30, a senior, Addie Gorbett, returning from that shoulder surgery. She has been a big impact back, and that was a key impact player back during her sophomore year. Mallory O'Brien, the freshman guard, transferred over from the Frankfurt school system. She's been the first true point guard that Jennifer Jacoby has had in her 3 seasons leading the Hornets. And Ava Burkle, their leading returning scorer and rebounder from a year ago, averaging 16 points, 10 rebounds last season. This year, 12 points and 8 rebounds per game in her senior campaign. And on the other side of things for the home team, the Clinton Prairie Gophers, led by head coach Cale Morris in his 4th season. A senior, Lily Coleman, a freshman, Emma Grant, one of those volleyball players we mentioned playing for the Gophers, Emmy Kaser, 5'6" freshman. She wears number 22. Another newcomer in Clara Coleman, number 23. She's also a freshman. And the sophomore, Alexis Perez, a 5'5" sophomore. She wears number 32. As we mentioned, the Clinton Prairie Gophers, Coleman, one of their lone seniors, the lone senior on the roster this year for Clinton Prairie. Can expect to see plenty of freshmen and sophomores this year for the Gophers, especially tonight. Tonight's officials presented by Wampler's Disposal Service and Recycling, where recycling makes sense. Our officials this evening, Aaron Shelby, Corbin Cruia, and Ryan Fisher. Final game before the Thanksgiving holiday break. And Brady, when we talked to Jennifer Jacoby, she said, my players are going to get 3 days off right now. We'll see if they can earn it and get their break coming up for the Thanksgiving holiday in 2 days' time.
Yeah, it's one of those things. They're going to play hard, and they're going to play well, and they're going to play together. And these girls have been doing this for a while as a group, so I expect them to really put it out there tonight and to play a great basketball game.
Gorbett to jump here for Rossville against Alexis Perez, and the Hornets have the opening possession, and this is Burkle operating for the Hornets, clad in the road gray tonight. 3-2 zone look here for Clinton Prairie on the opening possession.
And we've seen that out of Clinton Prairie teams before. That's kind of the peck and paw family defense, and it works for the boys, so it looks like the girls are trying it too. And, of course, Coach Morris played there, so he's familiar with it, and that's what they're comfortable with, and they're pretty good at it.
O'Brien, open look for 3. That one missed from the far side. That one from Ava Burkle. And good defense here early on for Clinton Prairie as they get a one and done.
They did give up a pretty good look there, though. That's something where they've got to communicate and make sure they get out on shooters because Rossville can score them in bunches out there.
Hornets counter with a 2-3 zone of their own. Grant from the edge, got into the heart of the defense, throws one up, couldn't bank it home. And fighting for that loose ball are the Hornets.
In the games I've watched, I love Emma Grant. She is a high-energy, really scrappy player, and she does a really good job of getting fouled. Now, she doesn't always make her free throws. She's working on that, obviously, but she's a really good player that likes to get to the rim.
We mentioned turnovers off the top, Brady, and our keys to the game. First steal here for Clinton Prairie, slicing her way through the aforementioned Grant, and too much strength on that one.
I like that action, though. She really likes to put it on the floor, and she can create fouls, and that could cause problems for Rossville if she gets some of these girls into foul trouble.
Vanderwall has made her only three-point attempt of the season. Ball ripped at there. A defender falls down for Clinton Prairie. That's Kaser. Ball dribbled off the foot. Coleman dives on the floor, and another steal here for Clinton Prairie. That's back-to-back turnovers for Rossville after missing an opening possession three.
And you know Coach Morris loves that effort.
In the heart of the zone. Kick out, catch and shoot three. Kaser. Short on that attempt, and we're still in search of our first points here 2 minutes in with O'Brien at the controls. Trail defender was Coleman, almost ripped that ball free. And a timeout taken here by head coach Jennifer Jacoby. Early on here for Rossville has not liked what she's seen. We'll see if it's a 30 or a full. It'll be a 30. Tonight's game presented by the Frankfort Eagles Post 976, serving our community since 1905 with over 900 members locally. The Frankfort Eagles offer something for everyone. For more information on who they are and what they do, please visit FOE.com or stop by 408 North Main Street in Frankfort. So missed open three to start, and then back-to-back steals and back-to-back giveaways here for Rossville. You can feel why Jennifer Jacoby, the head coach of Rossville, upset. What have you not liked out of the Hornets' offense in the first three times of the ball?
Well, they just got to take better care of it. I mean, it is what it is when you see the turnover tally starting to rack up. But I got to just say, I got to think that Coach Morris is so pleased with Rossville's effort. And one of the keys he talked about with us on the phone was the pace of play. Mm-hmm. He wants it kind of a slow down game. He doesn't want Rossville to be able to get out in front and get quick scores and fast break points. So I think he's got to be really happy with how his ladies are playing right now.
No change to the five on the floor here for Rossville. They throw it into traffic, and it'll be their third straight turnover in as many possessions. Grant accelerating up the floor, and she went in and got fouled. That's one of the things you said you liked about watching her on film.
Yep, and I look forward to seeing these free throws because she has struggled a little bit. Oh, I guess they called it on the floor. Apologies.
She tried to get that shot up. She felt the contact and got the hand up there after getting bumped from Burkle, her first. Into traffic. Too low for Kaser, still, but to get it out for a long two.
That's a great pass, though, and a good look. These are Clinton Prairie's getting good shots. Another turnover.
O'Brien didn't feel the pressure from behind. That was Grant hustling back. Actually made that Coleman hustling back, and that's four straight turnovers here for Rossville. Grant trying to find our first points. Three-point shot was long, but a loose ball foul called underneath as Burkle able to draw the hold and goes against Clinton Prairie.
Yeah, that was kind of a physical foul, but I get it. Clinton Prairie's a little undersized, so they're going to try to use their physicality to the best of their advantage.
Almost 3 minutes gone, and it's been four straight turnovers here for undefeated Rossville. Double team pressure came, and then getting pulled down to the court is Burkle. First one on Claire Coleman, second one against Clinton Prairie. High pass, and that's five straight turnovers here for Rossville. Grant goes right at the taller defenders and couldn't spin it home. Grant has been attacking with reckless abandon here in the last couple of moments.
I love the effort, I really do. And here's Gorbett. She's got good post position down there on that block.
O'Brien's three spins all the way around and falls off. That breaks the five straight turnover drought, but that's two missed shots and two missed turnovers. Here comes the half-court trap from Rossville. Into traffic. Ripped away on the floor by Rossville. Now they have a 2-on-2. O'Brien found Vanderwall. Trailing the play was Elliott. O'Brien spots for a triple and missed it, but she got fouled on the take.
Grant, again, you love the effort. She's trying so hard. The other thing, I don't know what Clinton Prairie did in practice, but it appears to me that they are being really handsy as opposed to games I've seen previously of theirs. And that's great. They're trying to get their hands on balls in the passing lane. They're swiping at it, trying to knock balls loose. I got a feeling that Coach had them doing some drills and things like that over the last week to try to create those turnovers.
New into the game for Rossville. Held ball. Alternating possession sends it back to Clinton Prairie. Adeline Farley, 5'10 freshman, checking in for the first time tonight here for Rossville.
And folks in Clinton Prairie area are familiar with that Farley last name, aren't they?
Yeah, brother Alex is at Clinton Prairie last year, helped lead the Gophers on a magical season last year, now a walk-on at Ball State.
And a great shooter.
Mid-range, does not drop for Coleman. And defensive rebound, the property of Allie Elliott. Here come the Hornets, quickly up the floor, O'Brien. Mid-range, Jay, swish.
Yeah, she's got that. A lot of girls can shoot off the dribble, and she's one of them. She's really good.
Took over half the quarter, but we have our first points. Grant from 2. Could not get that one to tie it. Down low. Shot was blocked on the attempt by Allie Elliott.
That shot probably a little too quick. Emma's shot a couple of those on the first side. I think Coach would like them to probably work that ball around. And they've done a good job of getting the ball into the lane and finding people.
Farley to her freshman classmate O'Brien. Got to the right hand. Cutter at the free throw line. Turnaround jump shot. Too strong from Gorbett. And Grant with the rebound. No offensive rebounds yet here for Rossville.
And that's just saying something great about Clinton Prairie. They're doing a great job of putting bodies on the taller Hornets.
Kaser, cross-court pass. Perez can't dial it up from three-point range, but Perez, or make that Claire Coleman, goes diving on the floor, and Clara Coleman almost coming up with the offensive board. Elliott trying to measure her steps in the corner, floating it back out to Gorbett. Spun around the arc, catch and shoot 3, swish.
Yeah. That's more like what Coach Jacoby likes to see, I think. They're working the ball around a little bit better. The last 2 possessions, they've had a couple great passes and gotten good looks.
Cross-court pass. Kaser trying to answer with a 3. Couldn't get that second bounce. And cleaned up down low here by the Hornets and Allie Elliott with another defensive rebound, but a long pass intercepted here by Clinton Prairie. Either team has played a second of man-to-man here in our opening stanza. Low bouncer to Grant. 3-point shot on the way, just off target, but offensive rebound for Coleman.
They're just doing all the little things. These three-pointers start falling, they can stay in this thing.
To the other side, and Kaser. She can't get the bounce, but another offensive rebound. Short 2. Glasser doesn't go. Lily Coleman down low, and she'll go to the line twice.
Coach Jacoby's about to come out of her skin, isn't she? That long pass got stolen, but the steals are keeping Clinton Prairie in the game, even though those shots aren't going down for them. The other thing is they need to work that ball around a little bit more too, because they're shooting a little bit quickly on the three-point line. That can create those fast break points that Coach was talking about that he doesn't want to see.
Tonight's game is brought to you by Day and Genda Funeral Home, with locations in Frankfort, Flora, Mulberry, and Rossville. The compassionate, experienced staff at Day and Genda Funeral Home are dedicated to providing a loving and genuine environment for you to honor your loved one. For more information on our services and community involvement, please visit dayandgenda.com. Day and Genda Funeral Homes, where we put family first. And both free throws down the hatch for Lily Coleman. The only senior on the roster this year for Clinton Prairie, has them back to within a possession. O'Brien into the corner. Autumn Pascal came in during the last stoppage. Second sub on the bench here for the Hornets, who like their depth this year after having a tight rotation a year ago. Getting to the rim, and too much on that runner there from Adeline Farley. Less than a minute to go here in the first. Farley went for the steal, couldn't get it. Grant turns the corner, goes amongst the trees, off the high window, and a quick one and done with Burkle galloping up the rebound.
Another great drive by Grant, though.
Burkle through contact, and she's able to bank it in. 5 for Ava Burkle.
That's experience and strength down there.
Here comes that half-court trap. Almost losing it was Perez. And a timeout taken here by Clinton Prairie as Alexis Perez, the sophomore, was caught in trouble. 30-second timeout for CP. We'll keep it here. Healthy Communities of Clinton County offers free navigation services for all pregnant women. A licensed nurse is available to help you with free pregnancy tests and prenatal vitamins, insurance assistance, prenatal appointment assistance, smoking or vaping cessation, breastfeeding, labor, delivery, safe sleep, car seat, and newborn care education. Just call Libby at 765-659-6063 for more information. Feels like an important possession here at the end of the opening quarter. Clinton Prairie has struggled to find their footing offensively, but a bevy of steals and rebounding have kept them within striking distance.
Yeah, they've honestly, it's been a really nice quarter for Clinton Prairie. They're in the game. I saw something there at the end that concerns me for them, though. If Rossville is going to come out and trap them, they do not handle that pressure very well.
CP can hold for the final shot if they would like. Almost threw it behind Perez as she works with O'Brien. Grant cut off by Farley. 16 seconds left to go in the first. Perez finds Lily Coleman up top, whose three is short. Saved on the baseline by Kenley Cummins, but into the hands of Rossville. Here's Pascal. 3 seconds left. Time dwindling here for the Hornets. They don't know how much time is left, and another first quarter steal takes away a scoring opportunity from the Hornets. But undefeated Rossville with a 7-2 lead after one. You're watching Indiana Girls High School basketball here on the ISC Sports Network.
If you haven't signed up for Mintel Fiber Optic Internet from Mulberry Telecommunications, then you're missing out. We have various packages to choose from and speeds up to a gig. Not to mention each package includes a Wi-Fi 6 wireless router and access to our Mintel Smart Home app, giving you complete control of your network backed by our award-winning customer service. Go ahead and dance till your heart's content in whatever reality you want, even if it's virtual. Mulberry Telecommunications offering the best gig in town. Sign up today at Mintel.net and experience the Mintel difference.
I brought you a present. A book.
Follow the adventures of the Ardente Dental team as they fight cavities, gum disease, and create beautiful, healthy smiles.
Inconceivable!
Hello, my name is Dr. Snyder. You cause cavities. Prepare to die.
Inconceivable!
To make your smile look straight and fine, our braces per month are just $1.99.
Inconceivable!
You keep using that word, I do not think it means what you think it means.
Have fun at Ardente Dental.
Tonight's game presented by the Willow Creek Barn. Attention all engaged couples. Discover why the Willow Creek Barn has been voted the Knott's Best of Weddings for 4 years in a row. Nestled just outside Frankfort, Indiana, our venue offers stunning indoor and outdoor ceremony options with breathtaking photo opportunities. We provide the perfect backdrop for your dream barn wedding. To start planning your unforgettable day, visit thewillowcreekbarn.com. 1 quarter in the books here from Clinton Prairie High School. Gophers down 7-2 to cross-county foe Rossville. Hornets in the road gray. They'll start with the ball here first. And Brady, just like we saw in the opening quarter, Clinton Prairie not budging out of that 3-2 zone.
Oh, another steal. This is amazing to me, but that's great. They played great defense and held Rossville to 7 points, and Rossville's used to scoring 50-ish a game.
Had 5 steals in that opening quarter. Get one here to start. This one a takeaway from Vanderwall to the other end, and a runner goes.
And I like Victoria Vanderwall's game a lot. She is rangy, and she anticipates really well. She's got a lot of steals last year in games that I did. I like watching her play.
You can see the speed on display there for 2 in gray. Catch and shoot 3-ball Grant. And another one just a hair off the mark, and Clinton Prairie's been really close to getting those to drop tonight. Burkle down low in the traffic. Turnaround shot from Elliott doesn't go. Gets it back as she falls away and hits it from in the middle of the lane.
Now that's a tough little fadeaway shot there.
After scoring just 7 points in the opening quarter, Rossville scores 4 in the first minute here of quarter 2.
Yeah, they're going to stretch that zone out, try to get them into some trapping situations.
Perez at the controls, threw it into the middle of the zone. Fumbling it away was a Gopher, and Burkle able to scoop it up for the Hornets. Burkle, a double-double machine last year, averaged a double-double in her junior year. Gives way to O'Brien, the freshman point guard. Too much on it, and a quick defensive rebound for Emma Grant. CP head coach Cale Morris said he wanted to see his guards do a better job of crashing the glass, and they've done pretty well here so far. Turnovers, they try to enter it in to Kenley Cummins. O'Brien with a Euro step. Does not go. And rebounded down low by Clinton Prairie's Alexis Perez. Grant's pass almost stolen away. Down low, Cummins. Rolls off the right side rim, and it's rebounded by Elliott.
But you see the play in there to get that ball into the middle of that zone.
3-point shot on the way, just a little bit off from Burkle. She's 1 of 3 from downtown tonight, but a lot of quick one-and-dones here for Rossville offensively.
Yeah, and that, again, that is a testament to Clinton Prairie's rebounding efforts.
Kaser, double team, goes up strong against Corbett and gets fouled.
And this can be an equalizer. You get them into some foul situations, maybe into a little foul trouble, and you get a chance for some points at the line. That's be a good opportunity for them if they can continue that.
At Tier 1 Meat Company, we take pride in delivering locally sourced premium beef and pork, the kind of meat that honors the land, respects the craft, and fuels families with real flavor. From custom processing to mission-ready catering, we bring the firepower to elevate every meal and every moment. Founded by veterans, every cut is elite and every customer is family. Step into Tier 1 at 128 West Catherine Street in Flora or visit us online at tier1meatco.com. And Kaser knocks down a couple of freebies here. Free throws have been done well tonight here for Clinton Prairie. Have not missed a free throw tonight, still looking for their first 2-point field goal. Gorbett caught in traffic, found Elliott out of the double team. O'Brien looking to that 3-2 zone, steps into a 3-ball and swishes it.
Yep, just like that shot she hit off the dribble. She's got such a pretty basketball shot. Great form, good follow through. Nice shooter.
Coming off her best offensive performance. There's the speed from Vanderwall. O'Brien 10 of 16 against Eastern on Friday night for 24 points. That's almost 63%. She was just 8 of 23 in the first 3 games of the season for CP. Clara Coleman back on the floor for the Gophers. Actually make that for Rossville for O'Brien, excuse me. Kaser got away from the double, got into the air, bounced it down low, able to save that one. Was Coleman on the baseline, but she dribbled it on the timeline, and Clara Coleman, the giveaway there for Clinton Prairie, gives it back to the Hornets. O'Brien walks it across the timeline. O'Brien with 5 of the 14. Runner from Vanderwall. Grant with another defensive rebound here for Clinton Prairie. Knifes her way right through the defense, goes up strong, drew contact, no whistle. Underneath, put back doesn't try from Coleman. Second one off the target as well, and another defensive rebound for Allie Elliott. Up the floor, nice read from Perez to deflect that one out of play.
I've just been so impressed with Clinton Prairie's effort defensively. They're playing really hard right now. And I like the effort on the offensive end to try to get to the lane and create a foul or to get a good shot down there, and they even got a second opportunity at it. This is just all effort from Clinton Prairie tonight.
Too much heat on that pass from Elliott to Burkle, but last touched by Clinton Prairie. Tonight's game is brought to you by Rossville Schools. At Rossville, we rank #1 in safety, lead the county in academics, and have achieved remarkable success in our athletic, agricultural, and fine arts programs. Come see why Rossville Schools is #1 across the board in and around our community. Visit rcsd.k12.in.us for more information or call us at 765-379-2990 to set up an on-site visit today. Possession remains here with Clinton Prairie. They have not made a field goal yet. Been close on a couple of these three-point tries. That was Aria Green missing it short, but another offensive rebound for the Gophers. Weaving her way in was Emma Grant and just missed the reverse. Burkle runs the point. Kicks it over to, that was Cadence Roby who came in during the most recent timeout for the Hornets. 22 in gray, operating here. Quick double teams every time Rossville looks Gorbett's way on the block. Like right now, instead Roby for 3. Short, and another defensive rebound quickly here for the Gophers.
That's still a good look. She had plenty of time to get that shot off. But I feel like with Clinton Prairie's offense, we're seeing the same show over and over. They'll get a 3, maybe get a second chance opportunity, maybe not finish that one, and then we're heading back to the other direction.
Burkle, the other end, steps through the whole defense and finishes with the left hand.
You see why she's a 1,000-point scorer. She can do it all.
7 for Ava Burkle. Here comes the half-court trap. Perez into trouble in the corner, falling down, and then picking up the interception is O'Brien. Out in the open floor come the Hornets. Nice move, O'Brien. Floater over contact, rolls off. And 2 CP players right there trying to save it. And it's going to stay here with Rossville with Lily Coleman coming back in for CP. Time almost running out on O'Brien on the baseline. Entry pass, and drawing the foul is Gorbett.
Yeah, that's that size advantage. It's good to see Rossville finding that. If they can get Gorbett, Burkle down on the block, they're going to get good things like free throws and easy buckets.
Number 2 on Clara Coleman. Gorbett to the line for a pair. Mulberry Telecommunications offers high-speed fiber optic internet, streaming TV, and telephone solutions. We're a local telecommunications cooperative that has been serving Clinton and Tippecanoe County for over 120 years. Now that we've expanded our services into Carroll County, we're excited to join your neighborhood and welcome you to our fiberhood. Learn more at www.mintel.net or call 765-296-2885.
Gorbett got 1 out of 2 there. Love this effort.
Possession error keeps it here with Clinton Prairie. Kenley Cummins, one of the other many freshmen seeing a lot of time this year for Clinton Prairie, and even though what they lack in height has not been lacked in effort tonight here for the Gophers.
The one thing about having all of those freshmen, you're automatically kind of deep. These girls have been playing together for a long time, so you're going to see a lot of freshmen sub in, and they've played together for a long time. So, and Coach says they've got a good 8th grade class coming up, so the future's really kind of bright for Clinton Prairie.
Gorbett able to fire that out of the double team. Farley and O'Brien play catch. Farley's 3 is an air ball. Saved on the baseline by Roby. O'Brien trying to create against this zone defense. Farley again, short, and a rebound for Cummins.
She's not shy. She's just like her brother. She likes to get that ball in the air from that 3-point line.
Final 70 seconds of a quick-moving opening half. Rossville's held Clinton Prairie to just 4 free throws here in the opening stanza. Kaser tried to bank in that 3-point shot.
Here's that movie I was telling you about. Missed 3-pointer and second chance opportunity.
Cummins cross-court to Kaser. One of the top volleyball players for the Gophers this year. Step through move, and she gets the banker to drop.
What a nice little take right there. Way to use the glass.
4 for Kaser, and the Gophers finally get that field goal to go. They trail by 13. Hornets can hold for the final shot if they would like. O'Brien looking into the zone defense here for CP. Thrown to a triple team. Gorbett somehow came down with it, kicks it out for a Burkle triple that glances off the front rim, and now CP with an opportunity for the final shot of the first half. Grant goes racing in, and her shot recycled by Burkle. Saved in, shot up, off the rim from Grant, tapped out. Kaser, a corner 3 ball is perfect. A 5-0 flurry from Emmy Kaser gets CP down by 10 to end the first half.
Wow, I wish I was a fly on the wall in Jennifer Jacoby's locker room right now. Just those little things. They're just not doing all the little things, and Clinton Prairie is. They're getting those second chance opportunities. I think Rossville's kind of just turning and hoping to rebound rather than putting a body on somebody. And it's hard to block out of a zone, but they're just bigger and they can do it. They're physical and they're tall and they can go get those rebounds, but they're just not putting forth the effort.
It took Clinton Prairie almost the entire half to get a field goal. They finish with a 5 quick ones to end the first half. Rossville on top by 10 at the break here on the ISC Sports Network.
Frankfort Eagles 976, serving with the community since 1905. With over 900 members locally, Frankfort Eagles offers something for everyone. golf leagues, bingo, concerts, kid parties, cookouts, and more. For more information on who we are and what we do, visit FOE.com or stop by Frankfurt Eagles at 408 North Main Street, Frankfurt, Indiana.
The Willow Creek Barn has been voted the best of weddings on the knot for 4 years running. The Willow Creek Barn has earned its reputation for a reason. With breathtaking grounds, a stunning barn, and a staff that goes above and beyond, making sure that every detail is perfect, your wedding day will be seamless, joyful, and unforgettable. From the first look to the last dance, your happily ever after starts here. To book your dream wedding, visit thewillowcreekbarn.com.
Day and Genda Funeral Home, proudly putting family first, strives to care and honor the families of Clinton and Carroll County in ways that share the loved one's story. In our effort to serve your family at the highest of quality, we have added our own crematories, one for your loved one and another crematory for your furry family members. Contact us for information on how we can serve your family. Day and Genda Funeral Home, putting family first.
In this town, game day starts long before kickoff. It's the work behind the scenes that makes champions. At Tier 1 Meat Company, we prep with the same focus, discipline, and pride as the hometown heroes we feed. From our block to your block, fuel every victory. Tier 1 Meat Company. Mission, feed the fans. Standard, champion quality. Scan the QR code for a game day upgrade.
Tonight's game presented by Wampler's Disposal Service and Recycling. Wampler's is a place where recycling always makes sense. Please call Wampler's at 659-3721 for all your trash, recycling, and scrap needs. Wampler's Disposal Service and Recycling, family-owned since 1948. And welcome into our halftime show. This segment brought to you by the Willow Creek Barn, where nature's beauty meets rustic elegance. Rick and Brady back here with you. Thoughts on the first half here overall? We knew Clinton Prairie would come in shorter of the two ball clubs, but they have been a really, really feisty bunch and finally got that offense on their footing there at the end of the first half.
Yeah, and I feel like I keep saying the same things, but the same things keep proving true, and that is Clinton Prairie is putting forth so much effort. Defensively, they're scrappy. They're knocking balls loose. They're intercepting passes. They're doing a really good job of smothering down in the post, and the ball's coming out, and they're going the other way with it. They've done a great job rebounding the ball offensively. The shots weren't falling for the longest time, but like you said, they knocked down a couple at the end, and they're in this game.
You mentioned the struggles when we went to halftime, the struggles rebounding out of the zone for Rossville. Clinton Prairie with so many youthful players, they have not had any troubles rebounding out of the zone, and it's doubled up, you mentioned, on the offensive end. What does that say for this young group that comes in 0-4, but they are able to be effective rebounding-wise, just hasn't had the offensive game to kind of get up to it here in the first 16 minutes?
You know what, they're kind of winning the rebounding game using their quickness, and then they are physical. I mean, they are blocking out and everything too, but just like Coach Morris mentioned to us, he's getting good effort out of his guards, diving down there, getting the rebounds quicker or more quickly than Rossville can.
We saw the defensive shift for Rossville. They've gone into 2-3 zones since jump tip as well, but they've started to do a little more half-court trapping right when Clinton Prairie brings it across midcourt. That's given the Gophers a little bit of trouble trying to swing the ball around. What do you think about Rossville's change defensively there?
Rick, I think that was – and Jennifer Jacoby knows what she's doing. She's a great coach. And stretching that zone out a little bit, making Clinton Prairie's guards a little more uncomfortable, and getting an occasional trap is going to turn into points for Rossville. If they happen to, and this is concerning for me if you're a Clinton Prairie fan, if they happen to come out and start running a full-court pressure defense, I think they could give the Gophers a little trouble.
And Jennifer Jacoby, the Rossville graduate, 1991 class, also the 1991 Indiana Miss Basketball, and went on to have a very nice career over at Purdue before coming back to her alma mater in her third season leading the Hornets. We'll step aside.
I was just going to say, got them to the Final Four at Purdue in '94.
Yep.
Great player.
Back at her hometown, leading her alma mater here tonight. They lead by 10, trying to go to 5-0 on the year. We'll come back with more halftime analysis next here on the ISC Sports Network.
We've all heard the question, if a tree falls in a forest, does it make a sound? Honestly, we're not sure either. But what we do know is that if it falls in your yard, it usually leaves behind an unsightly stump that you'll be stuck mowing around. At JXN Stump Solutions, we'll get rid of that stump for good, and here's the best part. We offer free estimates, so you'll know the cost before the work begins. We deliver quality work from a professional, locally owned company with a commitment to leaving your property cleaner, safer, and stump-free. Contact us today at 242-9523. At JXN Stump Solutions, we're rooted in service and driven to remove.
Welcome to Trinity Hope Center. Here we are actively engaged in our recovery community with a multitude of activities including peer recovery coaching, a full computer lab, grief groups, relapse prevention, pre- and postnatal support group, educational workshops for family members with addicted loved ones, expungent workshops, parent cafes, Saturday pro-social activities, recovery walk club, book club, and even video game nights. For more information, give us a call at 765-250-1845.
Halftime highlights presented by Mulberry Telecommunications, the best gig in town. And it was a 7-2 lead for Rossville after one. It took both teams over 4 minutes to get going in that first half, but eventually it became a 5-0 Rossville lead early on in that first quarter, Brady.
Yeah, here's that great dribble into that pull-up jump shot. O'Brien's one of the best at that. And here's some of that good ball movement and just a beautiful jumper.
That's Burkle for three, and then cutting down the paint. Burkle in traffic, able to get that one to go off the window. She had 9 in the first half to lead all scorers.
She's a nice, strong player down there. If she gets the ball in position, she can always score.
See the speed there. Victoria Vanderwall, who her head coach Jennifer Jacoby called our best defensive player. Put back off her own miss there for Alielli, just been gobbling up a lot of rebounds here tonight. O'Brien stepping into the three ball, and that three-point shot finally dropped there for the Hornets.
3 off the dribble. There's another great take by Burkle.
And Burkle had 5 in the first quarter, 4 in the second. And then we mentioned no field goals to start here for Clinton Prairie, but they finished with a 5-0 flurry thanks to the one and only Emmy Kaser.
Here she's going to get that three here at the tail end of the quarter. Knocks it down.
A high arcing three for Kaser. She finishes the second quarter on a personal 5-0 burst as both teams making their way back to the floor here at Clinton Prairie to get our second half underway. At the break, it's Rossville 19, Clinton Prairie 9. You're watching high school basketball on the ISC Sports Network.
Meet Henry. Henry is hip. Henry loves the new Mintel TV streaming app. And check out Helen. With features like Cloud DVR, Restart, and Look Back TV, Helen never misses her favorite shows. And this? Well, this is Bob. Bob can't contain his excitement for the new Mintel TV streaming app. Bob is proving that you actually can teach an old dog new tricks. What do you say, Bob? Does the Mintel TV app get a thumbs up? All right, Bobby-o. Mintel TV, the next generation of awesome, upgrade today. At Laser Edge Turf and Excavation, we take pride in keeping your property looking its best and your projects moving forward. From expert commercial and residential mowing to lawn fertilization that keeps your grass healthy year-round, we've got your yard covered. Need more than lawn care? We also specialize in directional boring, trenching, and full excavation work. Whether it's maintaining your curb appeal or tackling big jobs underground, trust Laser Edge and Excavation to get the job done right. Let us tackle your next project. Give us a call at 670-2286. The Willow Creek Barn has been voted the best of weddings on the knot for 4 years running. The Willow Creek Barn has earned its reputation for a reason. With breathtaking grounds, a stunning barn, and a staff that goes above and beyond, making sure that every detail is perfect, your wedding day will be seamless, joyful, and unforgettable. From the first look to the last dance, your happily ever after starts here. To book your dream wedding, visit thewillowcreekbarn.com.
Rossville winners of 4 in a row to start the year, 4-0 to start. They've won 6 of 7. Dating back to the end of last season as they went 15-9 and lost to eventual sectional champion Carroll in the sectional semifinals. Not only is tonight's matchup here with Clinton Prairie a Hoosier Heartland Conference matchup, but, Brady, they're also both members of sectional 54. I know that's many months away, but an early look at a potential sectional opponent here for Rossville and Clinton Prairie this evening.
Yeah, this is a really good sectional. There's a lot of good teams and a lot of talent coming back for some of those teams, so this should be an interesting sectional to keep an eye on.
Halftime adjustments are presented by JXN Stump Solutions, rooted in service, driven to remove. What a couple things you'd like to see each team alter here in half number 2?
Well, if Jennifer Jacoby said anything in there, she said, we need to rebound. You have got to stop giving up offensive, but second chance possessions. I think that's the one thing for sure. And then they did a better job of taking care of the ball later on in the half. The second quarter wasn't as bad, but that had to be a key for her, expressing that to the girls. That you just got to take better care of the ball, and you got to go get those rebounds.
Offensively for Clinton Prairie, we mentioned a couple of times they had a lot of good looks at 3 that were just an inch or 2 off. They got that flurry from Kaser at the end of the second quarter offensively. Would you like to see that Clinton Prairie maybe have found their footing there with that scoring at the end of quarter 2?
Yeah, I think when Kaser hits that bank shot runner in the lane, that can kind of get you going a little bit. And then for her to catch and shoot to end the half, that can give you some momentum going in the locker room. And hopefully they get their feet set and they can knock down some of these shots.
O'Brien's contested 3 doesn't drop, and now it's a fast break out of the gate here for Clinton Prairie. Kaser goes in, got nudged on the way to the rim. Blocked out of bounds by Rossville.
Yeah, she and Grant will get to the rim. It's just hard for them to get those shots off with the taller Rossville Hornets.
We mentioned a lot of volleyball players on both of these teams. Rossville semi-state runners-up, winning over 30 matches this season. In the paint, turnaround, off the heel of the rim from Perez. And that one rebounded by Addie Gorbett.
Yeah, these girls are familiar with each other from that volleyball. Rossville beating Clinton Prairie last year in that sectional semifinal.
O'Brien in the corner. Burkle with traffic in front of her. Nice reversal to the wide open Allie Elliott, who rattles home a triple try.
That's great basketball. Good ball movement.
A minute into the third quarter, and Rossville's lead back up to 13. You can see they're pressing out a little bit farther here in the 2-3 zone out around the arc. Kaser a catch and shoot triple. Dies off the side of the rim. We've not seen Rossville get out and run as much as we thought they might here tonight. Game being played definitely more at a Clinton Prairie type of pace.
Yeah, and I don't know if there's a good reason for that. I think Rossville's got the depth and the athletic ability to pressure full court, and that can turn into turnovers and speed the game up. They just haven't done it so far, and I'm not sure if there's a reason why. And it could be fatigue. I mean, you know, these like we talked about, the key to the game, they're not quite in basketball shape yet. It's a long way up and down that court when you're used to playing in a half-court set in volleyball.
Rossville's volleyball players has 3-point down the hatch, back-to-back triples for Allie Elliott. Rossville's only had their full roster together for about a week and a half, a little bit more for Clinton Prairie since they were knocked out a couple of rounds in volleyball before Rossville.
How good is Allie Elliott? She can really get going from out there at the 3-point line.
2 from the corner long, then knocked out of the hands of the aforementioned Elliott. She's got 8 points, 6 here in the first 2 minutes and 56 seconds, and she was probably the best defensive rebounder for Rossville in that first half.
Oh, I'm sure of that. And it was interesting there, though. Emmy Kaser was out of position, but she still fought for the basketball, and it ends up going off Rossville and going out of bounds, and it's a team rebound for Clinton Prairie.
Clara Coleman was wide open for a 3. Nice pass from the baseline. Just couldn't get it to drop. Deflected out of bounds, sends it back to the Hornets. All-time series leans heavy to Clinton Prairie in the last 25 years, with the Gophers winning 25 of the 31 matchups, but Rossville has won the last 2. In the paint, Elliott couldn't make it 8 in a row, and sashing in for the rebound is Kaser. Grant's pass, tapped in. O'Brien couldn't gather it in as Grant able to get it back. A 2-on-2, going right in, and that's an offensive foul on Clara Coleman. That's number 3 on her.
Yeah, and that's the right call. Those charge block calls are always so difficult, but that was pretty clear.
First one on the Gophers here in the third quarter. Charge taken by Gorbett. We mentioned missed all last season with shoulder surgery. Started to get hurt during the sophomore softball season. Played into her junior volleyball season. As nice spin move by Burkle on the block gets her to double figures.
She's got all the moves down there on that block. And being left-handed is just an advantage.
Mentioned the shoulder surgery for Gorbett. 9 points and 7 rebounds. And 2 steals and almost 2 blocks. There's a 3 for the Gophers. As Emmy Kaser drains her second triple in 3 tries. 10 of the 12 of the points for the Gophers belong to Kaser. Vanderwall trying to answer with a 3. Weak side rebound. Burkle up and in, and another lefty finish.
Well, and that's what I expected a little bit more of out of Rossville with some of those second chance opportunities with all their good length and rebounding ability they have.
Timeout for Rossville, and it will be a full timeout. We'll keep it here. Tonight's game is brought to you by Rossville Schools. At Rossville, we rank #1 in safety, lead the county in academics, and have achieved remarkable success in our athletic, agricultural, and fine arts programs. Come see why Rossville Schools is #1 across the board in and around our community. Visit rcsd.k12.in.us for more information or call us at 765-379-2990 to set up an on-site visit today. We get to see the Hornets boys basketball team opening up their season tomorrow night at home here on the ISC Sports Network when they take on Delphi, as boys basketball season here in the state of Indiana gets going tomorrow night. Very active time for a lot of our high schools here up and down the state.
And I'm looking forward to it. It's always the best time, right before Thanksgiving, and kids have been practicing. Just get out there and show them what you got. I'm looking forward to the game tomorrow night. It's going to be interesting because, it's the first game. Mm-hmm. So, we'll see what they have coming back and who worked on what in the summertime, who's bigger, who's stronger, who's faster, who shoots it better. I'm just really looking forward to seeing the first game of the season.
17-point lead here for Rossville as they take their full timeout. They've got 3 remaining. Again, you can see that quick timeout there from Rossville head coach Jennifer Jacoby. There's the quick half-court trap again. Grant steps in for a 3. Short and picked up off the floor by Burkle.
It would be great to see Grant get going from out there now that Kaser's knocked down a couple and she's getting warmed up.
Saved by O'Brien. Vanderwall in the corner. Burkle dribbles it out. Here's Elliott, who knocked down a couple of 3s to start this third quarter off for the Hornets. Turnaround from the mid-post is Addie Gorbett, her first field goal down the hatch.
That's more great basketball. Lots of good passing, and you end up getting a great wide-open look.
Try to enter the ball into Grant at the elbow. It got kicked on the pass from Perez. Back into the zone again. Grant rips it away from the defender behind her and saved it. But a timeout taken by Clinton Prairie head coach Cale Morris. It'll be a 30-second timeout. Tonight's game presented by Davis Comfort Solutions. At Davis Comfort Solutions, we understand that your comfort is important. That's why our team of highly experienced technicians will strive to be your go-to when it comes to your home, shop, or business's heating and cooling needs. For more info on financing and special offers, visit us online at daviscomfortsolutions.com. Quick timeout there for Cale Morris in his 4th season leading the Gophers. Just did not like a couple of those entry passes in there against that 2-3 zone of Rossville.
Yeah, and Coach Morris knows what he's doing. He was a great player there at Clinton Prairie, 3rd leading scorer overall, I believe, and went on to play at Franklin College, a great institution, learning from Coach Prather. So he knows what he's doing, and he's going to get these girls whipped into shape, and he's got a good future with all these young freshmen and then this next class coming up. I look for big things for the Gophers in the next 2-3 years.
Baseline high pass in to Kaser, who sets the screen for Perez. Grant slashes, tried to thread it off to Kaser, deflected and intercepted by Elliott. Doesn't have numbers. Here's O'Brien for a 3 from the corner. Second made triple of the night for the point guard, Mallory O'Brien. Coleman out of the zone. Kaser's 3, swished. 3rd one of the night for the freshman, Emmy Kaser.
It was great. She just needed to see a couple go down, and now she's on fire.
Elliott threw it between 2 different of her teammates, Vanderwall and Gorbett, and neither of them could have gathered it in. Subs coming in here for both sides. Tonight's game presented by JXN Stump Solutions. Tired of unsightly tree stumps ruining your yard? Let us take care of it. We've got the equipment and experience to get the job done right. We offer 3 tiers of service that will rejuvenate your yard, all at competitive, budget-friendly rates. Just call 765-242-9523 today for a free estimate. JXN Stump Solutions, rooted in service, driven to remove.
Little miscommunication there. I think I know what Kaser was trying to do. She just kind of threw a little bit of a bullet. Tough to catch.
O'Brien slowly walking it up for Rossville as they have not been able to really get out in the open floor much tonight. There's Adeline Farley checking in for the first time tonight. Cross court, and that one doesn't drop, but a foul upcoming. Drawn by Autumn Pascal. First on Kaser, second one against CP here in the quarter. Tonight's game is brought to you by the Frankfort Eagles, Post 976, serving our community since 1905. With over 900 members locally, the Frankfort Eagles offer something for everyone. For more information on who they are and what they do, please visit FOE.com or stop by 408 North Main Street in Frankfort. Pascal able to make the second.
That was a nice comeback from the first one. She had her hand over her mouth. She couldn't believe she shot an air ball from there. She showed us she knows what she's doing and knocked down the second.
Had come in making her only free throw attempt of the season. 20-point advantage here for the Hornets. Kaser into the paint, wanted to thread it through to Cummins, deflected out, and it stays here with the Gophers.
And it's a good look. She's over there on the backside, and she's got Burkle pinned. It's just such a tough deal because Burkle's so long and so strong and able to get her hand on that. It was a great pass, though, a great idea, great concept.
Grant into the double team, lost it, and Burkle with the steal here for the Hornets. Final 2 to play here in quarter number 3. Burkle goes right to the rim, can't get the roll to go, and then couldn't get the rebound as Cummins able to play keep away.
It's a nice, tough rebound from Cummins. The freshman saw her play a little bit of JV. She's really a nice, strong, tough player.
Perez, a one-hand wrap off to Grant, with Rossville sliding around in their 2-3 zone. Floating to Kaser. Rainbow 3 is perfect. That is 3 straight made threes for the freshman, Emmy Kaser.
She really has it going now. That's great to see.
16 points for Kaser, 9 here in the third. She has all 9 of the Gophers' points coming out of the halftime locker room. Farley into the paint. Nice move down low. Burkle in for another deuce.
Just too low down there. You can't stop her once she gets down around that block. You got to try to push her out and maybe have her 5-10 feet away from the basket. When she gets down to that block, she's almost unstoppable.
Burkle meets Kaser, who's double teamed to the corner, is smoking hot here in the third stanza. And a foul on the take there by Coleman. Addie Gorbett picks up her second.
And that's a clever little move by Coleman. She kind of jumped back. That just shows you her senior experience, I suppose, but doing a real effective job of getting to the free throw line.
We mentioned it at halftime. Free throws are the only way that Clinton Prairie scored until the final couple of minutes of that second quarter when Emmy Kaser got hot. First free throw miss of the night here for the Gophers. But it's been the Emmy Kaser show. She has scored all 9 of the Gopher points here in the third. Coleman trying to join the party, and she does on the second freebie. (37-19) here the lead for Rossville with under a minute to go in the third stanza. Pascal finds the open O'Brien, who's been able to find her rhythm from 3. A little bit short, but an offensive rebound here from Pascal and the Hornets.
That looked like what the Gophers were doing on this end of the floor. 3-pointer, offensive rebound, second chance. Let's see if they can capitalize.
Burkle looking for help. Has to kick it back outside to O'Brien. Farley had Gorbett at the post, but the triple team denied the clean look. Final 15 seconds of the third stanza. Rossville has not trailed tonight. Pascal fires a low pass that Farley able to gather in. Touch pass, Gorbett 3. Too much. Burkle off of her hands, and O'Brien just a step late to try to save it. And the clock stops with a 10th of a second remaining in the third frame.
And now she may have shot an air ball, but that was a pretty good look. No problem with that at all.
And that'll bring our third quarter to a close. 37-19, the Rossville lead as they look to pick up their 5th win to start the season in a row. Fourth quarter up next here on the ISC Sports Network.
At Wampler's Disposal and Recycling, we take pride in offering waste management for commercial and residential clients. As an industry leader, Wampler's Disposal and Recycling brings the most professional and responsive collection service in the business. Since 1948, our family-owned and operated company has provided excellent service at competitive rates. We offer container rentals as well. Our longevity in the industry is a testament to our excellent service. We serve all of Clinton, Tippecanoe, Boone, Howard, and Carroll counties. For all your waste removal needs, call Wampler Services Incorporated today. You can reach us at 765-659-3721. Visit us online at wamplerservicesinc.com.
Whether you dine in or carry out, the South Fork restaurant is known for daily lunch and dinner specials, world-famous hand-battered tenderloins, fresh, never-frozen whole catfish, and award-winning onion rings. The kitchen is open Monday through Saturday from 11 a.m. to 8:30 p.m. Come join us at 105 South Glick Street in Mulberry or visit southforkpub.com for the latest menu options. The South Fork Restaurant, a proud supporter of Clinton Prairie Athletics.
Final quarter of play here from Clinton Prairie High School as Rossville leads the Gophers 37-19 as we get ready to start the fourth quarter. It was the Emmy Kaser show there for CP in the third. She scored 9 of their 10 points, all from three-point distance, and she carried over that final 5 points of the second quarter into the third. She's been the best offensive player tonight here for CP.
Well, and it's encouraging for the Gophers to see her get hot, start making shots. It's just great to know they can go to her to get some points in a game like this.
First man-to-man look tonight, at least with a little bit there from Clinton Prairie, from Rossville. Nice slide back into the zone. Grant sandwiched between two defenders, and she gets a hard-earned trip to the free throw line.
That looked similar to me to the one she had in the first quarter that they called on the floor. So she did a better job of selling the idea of taking the shot there.
Foul on Elliott, her first. Grant to the line for 2. Laser Edge Turf and Excavation keeps your property looking sharp and projects moving forward. From mowing and lawn fertilization to directional boring, trenching, and excavation, we deliver precision and reliability every time. Cutting clean, digging deep, building strong.
Nice to see her get rewarded for that assertive, getting to the rim mentality of hers, paying off.
Catch and shoot, Allie Elliott can't find it from range, and Vanderwall unable to get the miss, but then throwing it into her own basket is Kelly Cummins.
Oh, darn it.
And a tough break there for the Clinton Prairie Gophers after they had done a really nice job to try to get that defensive rebound. Grant on the other end. Short, but a good hustle save there from Cummins, and a foul on the far sideline against Victoria Vanderwall of Rossville. Number 1 on Vanderwall, the junior. Grant runs into the double team. They tried to find Kaser, read by Vanderwall, and here comes the speed from Victoria Vanderwall.
Yep, that's what we talked about in the first half. She is so long, and she anticipates better than almost any female basketball player I've seen in at the high school level.
Her coach, Jennifer Jacoby, has Grant hammered going up to the rim, and she's slow to get back up. Fouls on Ava Burkle, number 2, but Jennifer Jacoby said Victoria Vanderwall, her 5'8 junior, could be a Division I soccer player. You can see with the speed showing off why right there.
Oh, she runs like a soccer player, doesn't she? Just covers a lot of ground quickly.
Just electric to the other end.
And poor Emma Grant, she takes a beating. But I love it that she just keeps after it.
Saw her settling for taking a lot of threes, and she was closer in the first half. Do you think that maybe was a coaching point of like, hey, try to get in and try to get to the rim a little bit?
Oh, I would imagine. It seems to be very deliberate that she's trying to get to the rim and get these fouls and get free throw opportunities.
Grant goes 1 of 2. All 3 of her points have come from the stripe tonight. Perez pressuring out on O'Brien, who then gives it off to Gorbett. Vanderwall into a double team, tapped away from Burkle, and another steal here for Clinton Prairie, back what they did back in the first half.
And that's what I was talking about, trying to push her off the block a little bit. They can do a better job of sort of double teaming her because you've got a wing player that can move down to guard her, and the girl behind her has done a nice job of getting her pushed out away from that block.
Kenley Cummins exits. Clara Coleman back on here for the Gophers. Grant. Kaser open for the corner. Has been red hot from 3, and that continues as Emmy Kaser has made 4 threes in a row, 5 of 9 from downtown, and Rossville wants to have a chat.
Why not? She ought to shoot it every time she gets it at this point.
Full timeout for the Hornets as their lead is down to 16 here with 6 and change remaining in the fourth. Healthy Communities of Clinton County offers free navigation services for all pregnant women. A licensed nurse is available to help you with free pregnancy tests and prenatal vitamins, insurance assistance, prenatal appointment assistance, smoking and vaping cessation, breastfeeding, labor, delivery, safe sleep, car seat, and newborn care education. Call Libby at 765-659-6063 for more information.
There's Coach Jacoby with a little friendly reminder. Hey, guys, 22 could shoot it.
We talked to head coach Cale Morris, and we said, well, who are some of the folks that can shoot from the outside? And the first person he mentioned was Emmy Kaser, and she's making him look pretty smart tonight. Has ripped off 4 made threes in a row, and as we mentioned, 5 of 9 from beyond the arc.
That's a great game in itself, and she's still got 6 more minutes, so I'm hoping to see a couple more out of her.
She was the one that scored the first 2 baskets of the game for Clinton Prairie in that 5-0 run to end the second half. She had a wonderful freshman volleyball season this past year. The outside hitter is a 6-rotation player for head coach Kathy Martin, who called her a spark plug for her bunch on the volleyball court this year and led the Gophers in kills here in her rookie year in the fall. Leads CP in points here in the fourth with a game-high 19. Burkle leaning in, can't get the bounce. Gorbit's put back and one upcoming.
Okay, a couple things. It looked like the Gophers tried to stretch that zone out a little bit, and I don't think that's probably the best idea for them because what it does then is creates opportunities to make passes and for Burkle to sit down there on that block like we've been talking about. I think they need to keep that thing kind of packed in and not give them open floor and open space to make passes and put it on the floor.
Gorbit completes the and one. And might have a clock issue as Clinton Prairie bringing it up the floor. Gorbit now up to 6 points. 15 for Ava Burkle to lead the way here for Rossville tonight. CP trying to find Kaser, who's made 4 threes in a row, all here in the second half. She has not missed a shot yet here in half number 2. Jabbing against Vanderwall, who jarred the ball free. The deflection allows Kaser to go back and get it in the backcourt. Big-time screen set for Grant. Vanderwall ran right into her, and Grant is one tough cookie.
Isn't she special? That's just a tough kid right there, stepping in and taking a shot from somebody that's bigger.
And coming in there at full speed, too.
You hear some Rossville fans getting after the officials, but we always say these guys are great. They're out there. It's effectively volunteering their time to help these kids have a season. Nope. Who do you know? What do you know about another steal from Vanderwall?
And goes to the other end to finish.
But no, we appreciate our IHSAA officials for sure.
We mentioned the high octane speed for Vanderwall, and she's shown it tonight on these 3 fast break layups for her 6 points. The coaching staff at Rossville said we like her to slow. We love her playing at that high octane speed. The problem is she plays at one speed, pedal to the metal the whole time. We've wanted her to try to take a step or 2 back, particularly get on those fast break layups, and she's shown it off tonight. Another steal opportunity here for Rossville, and Burkle able to pick up the loose change. Behind the back bounce. Outside, Elliott. Nice looking three. Short. Rebounded by Gorbin and back out to Vanderwall.
Maybe it's just this end of the floor, Rick. It's, a three-pointer, long rebound, second chance opportunity.
Burkle to the triple team. O'Brien straight away. Vanderwall with the offensive board.
Rossville is gophering the Gophers right now. This is exactly what they did the whole first half.
I think you're right. It's got to be this end of the floor.
It feels that way.
O'Brien has her pocket picked by Grant. And then O'Brien gets called for the bump.
How do you not love Grant? Like I said, in starting lineup, she's scrappy. She's high energy. She just goes all the time despite the chance of getting hurt or whatever. That just doesn't faze her.
5th one against Rossville in the quarter, so that puts Clinton Prairie in the bonus. And back to the line goes Emma Grant. Attention all engaged couples, discover why the Willow Creek Barn has been voted the Knott's best of weddings for 4 years in a row. Nestled just outside Frankfort, Indiana, our venue offers stunning indoor and outdoor ceremony options with breathtaking photo opportunities. We provide the perfect backdrop for your dream barn wedding. To start planning your unforgettable day, visit thewillowcreekbarn.com. And Grant splits the pair.
But she's shooting those free throws a lot better. She must have been working on those since the Benton Central game. She went 2 for 8 in that one, and I like her getting to the line. I just love to see her make them.
Burkle spins that dominant left hand. Couldn't get it the first time, gets the second, and an opportunity at 3.
That's just persistence. She's tough, so tough down there.
Second one on Emma Grant. Burkle now up to 17 points. Her first trip to the line tonight. It's the one blemish in her game, Brady, just 59% from the stripe. But perfect right there.
Yeah, and it's hard to explain that because she's got such a pretty shot.
Halfway home here in the 4th. Undefeated Rossville trying to run their record to 5-0. Straight on 3, catch and shoot. Doesn't go for Clara Coleman, but the bounce does after the initial look like it was going to roll away.
Well, and that was nicely set up. That was a little back screen there. Got her wide open.
O'Brien almost traveled, able to keep that pivot foot down. And Jennifer Jacoby calls one of her 2 remaining timeouts. It'll be a full timeout. That leaves her with a 30. Tonight's game presented by the South Fork Restaurant. Dine in or carry out, the South Fork Restaurant is known for daily lunch and dinner specials. Fresh, never frozen whole catfish, hand-battered tenderloins, and award-winning onion rings. The kitchen is open Monday through Saturday from 11 a.m. to 8:30 p.m. Good for us, it's just after 8. Come join us at 105 South Glick Street in Mulberry, Indiana, or visit southforkpub.com for our latest menu options. They have your own table over there, right? That's what I heard on the drive-in. That you have the Brady Laurie table now set up over there.
I love that place. It's really nice. So, and it is good if you can get over there before they shut down that grill. But I'll tell you a little secret: if people are still there and they're ordering food, they sometimes will leave it on a little later for you.
You just have to get them with the Brady Laurie charm, right? That's what we need.
That's it. Come on over. I'll show you around. No, it's a great place. Really is.
Clinton Prairie. We talked to their head coach Cale Morris on the phone today, and he's talked about, look, I have a young group. I knew we were going to go through growing pains here early on, but they have been so scrappy tonight. I know they're down by 20 right now, but it seems like there's a lot of stuff he can take from this game tonight and build on going forward, particularly that scrappiness, because that's something you can take with you on home or on the road.
Yes, Rick, and it's not something I've seen out of them from these previous games. I'm really encouraged for them because this is how you win basketball games, especially when you're younger and you might be smaller than the other team. It's effort, 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 and they have shown it tonight. Even though they're down 20, I think that, like you said, there's a lot of things they can build on after this game.
You're only down 7-2 at the end of the first quarter, and how many looks from 3 in the mid-range did they have that were just a little bit off in that first half that could have made that a one-possession game going into halftime?
Yeah, because if you work on the shooting in practice and you guys spend hours after practice working on just your individual shooting workouts, you get better at shooting. If you combine that with the effort they put out here, your shooting improvement along with that effort, you're going to win ball games. So I'm encouraged for them this year and especially in the next couple years.
When you have a player in Emma Grant, who's a freshman, who's just been gathering bruises and bunches here tonight. She's going back to the line again for free throw 7 and 8 here in the contest, but she has been doing all of the dirty work tonight, has having to been picking herself up off the floor a lot, driving to the rim or diving for loose balls.
Yeah, she's 100% effort all the time. I wish she'd figure something out on these free throws, though. I hate to see her go through all that hard effort, get banged around, and then not come up with 2 points after every foul.
She's been splitting almost every pair tonight, 5 of 8 from the stripe this evening. Almost a steal there for the Gophers, and then Grant gets clobbered there from Vanderwall. And Grant slow to get back up again, but she has just been getting hammered a lot. You can see a noticeable limp there from the freshman guard.
They are always just peeling her up from the floor, the poor thing. And that was another big collision. She and Vanderwall once again.
But you got to tip your hat to her. A young lady, just a freshman here for CP, has not been afraid of going against taller players or throwing her body around tonight. And you could tell that she was down there for a little bit, but she was more than willing. She almost didn't want to have anyone help her up almost. If she couldn't, she wanted to help herself up. It's kind of the tough kid that Emma Grant is out there tonight.
Yeah, she's great. I really like watching her play. And, you know, the score I don't feel like is indicative of the closeness of this game. I do think that, like you mentioned earlier, Clinton Prairie's right there. They knocked down some shots. They're in this game. It's just they're starting to stretch it out a little bit, and they're not capitalizing at the free throw line. Great effort there.
That's Alexis Perez, and we've seen the Gophers do that a ton here tonight, slashing into passing lanes. They got almost 10 steals in that first half, and they've been getting a lot of deflections here after halftime. O'Brien to deal it in. Vanderwall. Grant almost picked her pocket. Farley trying to figure out the zone defense. Farley a skip. Gorbit, cross-court Vanderwall. Good collapsing defense by the top of that Clinton Prairie zone. Gorbit almost fell down. Farley.
But they've had Vanderwall all by herself down here in this corner, and they've missed her a few times.
Farley three from the corner, off the rim. Vanderwall, though, the offensive rebound, but there comes Kaser darting in, deflecting it out of bounds.
So Vanderwall decided she'd just go get it herself.
You see the frustration on a couple of those passes that you mentioned with Vanderwall open. You can see Jennifer Jacoby at the bottom putting her hands on her head, seeing the same thing that you were there, Brady.
Yeah, and she's so passionate about basketball. She wears her emotions on her sleeve, and I love that about her.
Thrown into the double team. Burkle able to dribble out of it. Goes to the reverse. Couldn't finish with the offhand.
That was pretty well defended. A great move by Burkle. She just couldn't come up with the points.
Grant finding the cutting Kaser, trying her hand at a two-point shot, and she's just as good from in close as she is from downtown.
That's good basketball. What a great cut and pass.
21 points for Emmy Kaser, 14 here in the second half. And she's 5 of 5 shooting here coming out of the break. Foul on Kaser, that's her second. Number 4 on Clinton Prairie. .90 seconds left to go in this one. Rossville's going to move their record to 5-0 this year. Clinton Prairie is going to fall to 0-5, but they have played a really hard-fought game that made Rossville really work for this 16-point advantage.
Yeah, this is a good Rossville team. I mean, Clinton Prairie is going to play some teams that aren't this good, and hopefully they've got that confidence now to go out there and put it on them like this, and they're going to come up with some wins that way. I'm really impressed with how they played tonight.
Gorbit, Vanderwall, step in, couldn't get the bounce. And the hip check will send her to the line for 2.
You know, we talk about the youth of the Gophers, but you got Vanderwall coming back next year, Allie Elliott, Addie Gorbit, Mallory O'Brien, of course. What a good, nice freshman addition that is. Adeline Farley as a freshman. So they're going to stay loaded. So.
Yep.
These teams are going to battle every year for the next 2 years.
Wholesale changes coming in here for Clinton Prairie. Adele Stefan, Morelli Perez, Lily Thomas, and Aria Green all entering here for Clinton Prairie, along with Hannah Prather. For the final minute of action here in the fourth. Vanderwall knocks them both down. That gives her 8 points on the night.
It's a good opportunity to give all these freshmen a little bit of experience here, even if it's just a minute, minute and a half. These lights are bright, and it's good to get under them when you're inexperienced.
Green. This is Thomas. And now Perez. Going for the steal was Burkle, but as she tried to set herself, she put her hand on the baseline. And it keeps it here with CP with 40.1 left. Into Perez, turnaround hook, challenged by Gorbett, and then she'll get the miss. There's Vanderwall leaking out, passed a little bit ahead of her, but her speed allows her to go gather it in. But she dribbled it on the baseline, and that'll send it back to Clinton Prairie.
She is quick, isn't she?
Just took like 2 steps, and she covered about 10 feet.
Yep, she covered a lot of ground with those strides. All right, they ran a little out of bounds play, so it's good for them to get the experience of running these plays, like I say, when those varsity lights are on.
Vanderwall cuts off Perez. Burkle able to make the steal. And the Hornets will dribble out the final 15 seconds of this one. They'll start the year 5-0. And they were tested tonight by a scrappy Clinton Prairie bunch as the Hornets led just 7-2 at the end of the first. They led by 10 at the end of the first half. They extended their lead out here, and they'll win tonight by a final of 51-33. And we'll take a break and come back with our post-game show. That's next here on the ISC Sports Network.
Frankfurt Eagles 976 has bingo every Wednesday night. Early birds beginning at 6 p.m. and regular bingo starting at 7 p.m. Packets are $25 and includes every game you need to play. They also have Saturday bingo the first Saturday of every month, with early birds starting at 4 p.m. and regular bingo starting at 5 p.m. Big game payouts each game with 3 to 4 chances to win different jackpot games each day. Great for individuals or groups because everyone enjoys winning lots of money. You must be 18 years or older to play.
Tonight's post-game show on the ISC Sports Network is presented by the Willow Creek Barn, where nature's beauty meets rustic elegance. And tonight, Rossville runs their record to 5-0, defeating their cross-county and conference rivals, Clinton Prairie, 51-33. As Rick Johnson and Brady Laurie back here with you. It was just 19-9 at the half in favor of Rossville. They're able to extend it out there in the second half, but Clinton Prairie was a feisty bunch, and they made Rossville really work for the win tonight.
Yeah, and we talked about it, that there are ways to learn things in any game, and Rossville is going to learn something here. That was not their best effort. They're going to take some things going forward with regard to giving up second shots, with regard to taking care of the basketball. The other thing is Clinton Prairie, like we had mentioned, they can build on this. This is a good confidence boost for them, even though the score may not reflect that. Both of these teams have things to work on, and Clinton Prairie's got some confidence to work with. Rossville has some things to go back to the drawing board on.
Tonight's player of the game is presented by the Frankfurt Eagles, post 976, and it's the senior guard Ava Burkle, who poured in a team-high 18 points tonight. She had 9 of those in each half this evening.
Yeah, it's just such a great-looking jump shot. She could shoot it from out there. She can get tons of points down here on the block, which she did. Great at positioning, good footwork. Just a super nice all-around player. She does everything, and you can't guard her one-on-one down there, and if you bring the help too late, she's going to put it in.
So Burkle finished with 18. She was the only double-figure scorer tonight for the Hornets. Vanderwall and Elliott each finished with 8. Same thing for Mallory O'Brien. On the other side for Clinton Prairie, we'd be remiss if we didn't mention the show that Emmy Kaser put on tonight. She had a game-high 21 points. Brady, she was 5 of 9 from 3, and she didn't miss a shot in the second half, 4 of 4 from three-point distance. pouring in 14 second-half points.
She's a special player, and hopefully what she's done tonight is a catalyst for the other girls. They're so young. They see somebody do something like that. Maybe that builds that confidence that we were talking about earlier. I'm encouraged by that, and I hope that helps the other players on the Gophers.
Final score tonight, Rossville 51, Clinton Prairie 33. Tonight's game has been brought to you in parts by Day and Genda Funeral Home, putting family first. Healthy Communities of Clinton County, making the healthy choice the easy choice. Mulberry Telecommunications, your local hometown fiber provider. Rossville Consolidated Schools, achieve, learn, lead, and inspire. The Frankfort Eagles Post 976, people helping people. And the Willow Creek Barn, providing a picturesque setting for the barn wedding of your dreams. For our entire ISC Sports Network crew, headed up by Director Elijah Mash, our graphics operator tonight was the great Sam Wall. On the camera was Justin Eckenbarger, or you can just call him Deuce for short. For our analyst, Brady Laurie, I'm Rick Johnston saying so long from Clinton Prairie High School. This has been a presentation of Indiana Girls High School basketball on the ISC Sports Network.
Some see a volleyball match. We see a student athlete learning how to be poised under pressure. Some see a high school football stadium. We see the one place where the whole community